Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is gonna be absolutely bonkers. And you guys, today is video number 1 of a 6-video series to where I'm going around the nation and reviewing different metro areas and really emphasizing how important I think that new construction is gonna be in the housing market crash. So today, you guys, I'm actually in Seattle and I'm super excited. What I'll be doing today in this video is I'll be touring 3 master plan communities and really taking a look at what builders are there, what kind of price cuts, what kind of buying incentives, and I also want to see if I can find any new construction going on and hidden inventory. So I'll be doing that today, you guys. Now, real quick, let me pull up a map just to show you exactly where I'm at. So I'll be starting in Houston and flying about 2,000 miles all the way to Seattle. And let me zoom into Seattle so I can kind of show you guys what the drive is going to be and where I'm going to cover. So this is where I'm going to land right here in Seattle. Then I'm going to drive south all the way down here, and I'm going to review this area the second day, guys. So I'm going to drive down here first, and then I'll go west through Tacoma. Now, once I get through Tacoma, I'm actually going to go up north to Port Orchard. So this video will be on the Port Orchard area. Now, the primary reason I'm going to Port Orchard is they have an overwhelming amount of new construction going on right now, and also I found a Lennar community that has over $100,000 in price cuts. But where I'm going to start, guys, is in this area. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to start at McCormick Village. Now, McCormick Village is right here. This is a very, very enchanting community. And as you guys can see here, there are many builders in here. I'll probably stick to Tri-Point. Now, after that, guys, I'm going to go a little bit east over here to Stetson Heights by D.R. Horton. So I'm going to cover D.R. Horton community. And essentially, they have another 300 homes to build in this community. Now, after Stetson Heights, I'm going to cross the freeway and I'm going to go over here to Magnolia Ridge. So Magnolia Ridge is a very beautiful area, but the reason I'm going there is Lennar has price cut one home $100,000 and another home $80,000. And real quick, you guys, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, shoot me a comment below, and let me know if you guys like these types of videos. It takes, obviously, a lot of resources, time, and effort to fly around the nation to do this, so I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing for you guys, and this is what you want to see. So right now, y'all, I'm obviously in McCormick Village. Now, this master plan community is massive. This is bigger than the communities, most of the communities, maybe every community, even Tovola, that I've taken you to. There's a lot going on in this area right here, and honestly, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of this community towards a little bit further on in this video, but we are in McCormick Village, as you guys can see behind me, okay? It's not a green screen, you guys. I'm really doing this, I'm really out here, and where I'm gonna start the video is I'm gonna go actually to the Tri-Point sales office, and we're gonna take a look at those houses, you know, see what they look like, and then I'm gonna hop on their website to show you what buying incentives they're offering. And then what I'll do is I'll drive down that road and I'll point out additional builders, take a look at some inventory and new construction, and then I'll head to the next community. I'm starting at Tri-Point Homes. Now, Tri-Point Homes is, you know, a fairly common, you know, new home builder. They offer 3 to 4 bedrooms. You guys can kind of see behind me the style of houses that they have. And, you know, they're priced right now anywhere from the 600,000s, 2,600 square feet to 3,900 square feet. This is actually a really popular builder. And let me show you guys kind of, you know, what's going on, because this is just one area. And I chose this area because only Tri-Point is here. And if you guys can see behind me, look at all that land. And you see those houses over there that they're constructing as well? I mean, it's amazing how much Tri-Point is doing right now. And if you guys look behind me, those are some sales offices. I can't see because now the sun's in my eyes, but all behind me is another community of Tri-Point as well that's being worked on and essentially that they need to sell. So let me pull up the website right now, guys, and show you real quick what Tri-Point is offering as far as buying incentives. All right, so here's the Tri-Point McCormick Village website. And I could tell you guys right away that this looks like some pretty impressive savings right here. Looks like they have a special event at 2.99% financing, which sounds pretty amazing. And when I scroll down a little bit here, it appears that they're also doing up to $50,000 in closing credit. Now, when I click on the 2.99% interest rate, here's what comes up. Now, essentially what they're doing is what's called a 3-2-1 buy down. And you can see here, the first year is at 2.99%, second year at 3.99%, and third year at 4.99%. And then it fully amortizes into a final rate of 5.99%. This is a really, really nice area. And you guys, I know that if I went in there into these sales offices behind me, I know that I can find you guys even more buying incentives right now, but we're going to have to stick to just the website because these builders don't open until 10 o'clock, and I have a plane to catch, so I'm gonna head down this road right here and show you guys additional inventory. I'm gonna show you guys additional builders because it is really, it's actually, you know, so far my overall, you know, opinion being here, it's amazing, you guys. I mean, this is like right in the middle of the forest. The air is nice. I mean, this is beautiful out here. I really like it. And let me keep going and check it out, and I'll give you guys a final breakdown of this community in a second. Let's move on. Okay, guys, you can see behind me, here's some of the builders that are actually down this street, and each are in different sections. So to the left of me, I got Pulte Homes, and I'm about to walk that right now. To the right of me, I have Main View. So what I'm gonna do is drive down this street. I'm gonna try to go to each of these builders and really just find out how much new construction is going on right now. All right, guys, so I'm walking down a street that's being constructed by Pulte Homes, and I don't know if you guys can see, but this place, you guys, do y'all see the forest right there? This place is amazing. You know, it really sucks about the crime and the job market. Now, we've already went over a little bit about what incentives, what price cuts and things of that nature, but I'm walking down this street because I want you guys to see the construction that's going on and the things that are not on the housing market. And when I'm walking down here, you guys can probably notice, you know, there's different levels of construction, and that goes all the way down there. So there's different levels of construction, but these houses are going to be hitting the market very, very shortly. Now, to the right of me right here, there's a couple lots for sale. You know, to the left of me, you guys, there's a framed house. Y'all see that? So there's a lot of different things coming. And again, this is just one builder. This is just Pulte, you guys. And let me see real quick if I can show you guys how far that this street goes down. You know, this is completely different than Texas. This is a lot more organized, I feel like, and a lot more separate. This is very, very nice. Let me show you guys. Let me kind of pan around. But that goes all the way down there. So this is what's going on with Pulte. Let me move on to the next builder right now. What they have back there, you guys, is lots. So they have like 2 houses that's being built and a whole bunch of lots. So obviously demand is crippled and they can't do anything with all this stuff, right? But where I'm walking through right now, you guys, is Century Homes. So Century Homes is actually doing a lot of construction. I mean, I can't believe how things are made so much different here in Seattle versus Texas and Houston. You guys can see all the houses behind me being framed. That's probably not on MLS. That's probably all hidden inventory off MLS, not really telling us what's really going on. Over there, you guys, those look about completed. Again, those are Century, and let me pan around here because there's a whole nother area in front of me. I mean, the amount of building right now, you guys, this is crazy. Why are they building all of this? Now look behind me, look at all of that land. I mean, there's houses being built all over the place, and that's Century back there. So, you know, there's so many builders in here right now, guys, and I'm gonna continue to make this point throughout this video. I think what's gonna happen is price cut and buying incentive wars. I think all of these people right here that you guys can see all around me, because they're all competitors, you know, the only thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna be competing against one another to get one buyer. They're gonna have 10 homes for one buyer, and that's gonna help us all out in the upcoming, you know, in the upcoming months, in the upcoming years. But look at this, guys, you know, this is crazy. Let me show you if I can pan out. Do you see all that concrete pouring? I mean, those are slabs right there. That's crazy, you guys. This is so different. This is so different than Texas. I mean, I can see why things take a lot longer out here in Seattle versus Houston. I mean, Houston and Texas, man, they're just throwing things up. You know, here it looks like they're, you know, so far, you know, it looks like better quality construction comparatively, to be honest with you. Let me show you guys a little bit more right now. So now I'm in an area with Richmond Homes. You guys can see behind me that they're actually building 66 new homes right now. So let me pan around and kind of just show you guys what's going on. I mean, those are all framed houses right there behind me. You guys can see that. When I pan this other way, you know, let me see if I could show you guys. Basically, that street goes up right there and there's additional building, but this is Richmond. Let me kind of walk down here and see if I can kind of just really show you guys the magnitude right now of the amount of building. If this was Texas, there would be like 1,000 construction crews here right now. So big difference in Texas. Texas throws it up. Let me pan out, guys. I mean, there's so much land. Look at this. Look at that. Look at all that. That's all building area, you guys. What are they gonna do? What are these people gonna do? What are they gonna do with all this building? What are they gonna do with all this, guys? This is absolutely crazy. And this is just the first master plan community, and I'm not even done yet. Let's move on. So now I'm at Pacific Lifestyle, and I mean, I really can't put into words what's going on out here. If you guys can kind of tell behind me, I can't really show you guys too well, but all of that behind me, massive, massive construction going on. It's raw land. It looks like they're clearing all of that. So really, really just, I mean, this is really spectacular. And what I really like about this so far, guys, compared to, like I said, Houston, is, you know, this is a lot more compartmentalized. It looks like a lot better quality. But let me show you a little bit about what Pacific Lifestyle Homes has going on right now. I'm gonna pan around here. So here's the construction that's going on, you know, and look at all these lots. Those are all lots behind me. Those are all individual lots. Also on the other side of me, individual lots. So in other words, you guys, I hope what I'm showing you is don't let these new home builders strong arm you into acting like everything's okay, because the reality is, ain't no one buying these homes right now. Let's move on to Tri-Point and head to another community. Okay guys, so I'm back at Tri-Point just to show you guys some of the construction that's actually going on. You guys can see all of these lots behind me are available to be purchased. And I'm gonna walk up here and swing around so you guys can see the other construction. And then I'm gonna give you guys an overall breakdown of McCormick Village before I head to the other master plan community, because I'm super nervous because I am running out of time and I gotta catch a flight in a few hours. But you guys can see all of those homes are available right there from Tri-Point. So really, really astonishing. I'm gonna pan back this way, guys, so you can see all the land once again. Do you see all that? I mean, this is crazy, you guys. So overall, let me tell you my feelings about McCormick Village. And again, this is in Port Orchard, Seattle, okay? Port Orchard, Washington. So my overall feeling about McCormick Village, y'all, this place right here, and I'm just talking about this community. I'm not talking about job market. I'm not talking about crime. I'm not talking about prices. This community is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And the thing is, guys, here's the crazy thing. You know, I think it might bankrupt the city. I mean, they have so much money in here right now, but ain't no one live here. You guys, there's no one that lives here. It's like a ghost town, and just look at this. This is crazy to me. So anyways, you guys, overall, they don't start these price cut wars and these incentive wars, this place is gonna go bankrupt. Maybe I'm wrong, but just walking this whole thing, looking at all the, you know, the roads, the roundabouts, the stop signs, the lights, the construction going on, and the lack of residences, I think this is gonna be an epicenter for massive price cuts, you guys. I'm gonna be keeping my eyes on McCormick Village in Houston, but regardless, let me hop on over to the next master plan community right now. So now I'm at the Stetson community, and now this community is predominantly, entirely actually, being constructed by D.R. Horton, and that's kind of why I stopped here. And also, this is a massive master plan community. You guys can see all the advertisements they're running right there. So, you know, this is D.R. Horton, you guys, and this is a really, really nice, you know, compared to Texas anyways, as far as the quality of construction that I can tell anyways. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful, but this is Stetson Village, D.R. Horton community, and this is a huge development. Now, I did go into the office behind me and I did talk to the sales agent. He was super nice, but he wasn't able to give any additional offers or incentives that were not listed on the website, other than an additional $15,000 towards closing costs. But let me pull up their website so you guys can see right now. So here we are on D.R. Horton's Stetson Heights, as you can see here. Now, when I initially go to their website, I see this home right here, which is the home of the week, with a price cut of only $15,000. I'm gonna walk up this road here, guys, and show you a little bit about, you know, and show you a little of the new construction that's going on. Let me pan here real quick. You guys can kind of see, you know, they're constructing those houses. But I was blessed enough to talk to the construction manager and ask him how much building he was doing and things of that nature. So he said he has already built, him and his crew has already built about 130 homes. So they got 130 homes, but and then I asked him, how many homes are you building right now or set to build? And he told me an additional, listen to this, guys, 500. So in this community that I'm in right now, and again, I mapped all this out, you guys should have all the information, they are building an additional 500 houses. Just D.R. Horton, you guys, just D.R. Horton. Let me pan here so I could show you these houses that they have. Now they basically, you guys see all that? So that's pretty much all available behind me. Now, the guy told me that they basically have two types of builds. One that's a little bit smaller, about 17 to 2,000 square feet. And then they have the bigger builds that are a little bit more costly in the 500,000s. And those are anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. And they're actually pretty nice, you guys. So overall, it looks like D.R. Horton's doing things right. They're not just throwing things up. They're carefully planning phases. And the construction manager said they're about to open phase 2. And phase 2, you guys can't tell, but there's a hill behind me. Phase 2 is gonna be on that hill, and I believe there's 3 phases total, but let me kind of take you guys up there and see if we can see any of the raw construction going on. So I just drove up this hill a little bit, and remember you guys, this is only D.R. Horton. Now you guys can kind of see behind me all of the lots that they're developing as well. You can see them working on it right there. But what I really want you guys to pay attention to is, you see that hill right there? See that hill behind me? They're gonna build, right, listen to me, another 500 houses on that hill. So pretty astonishing. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull that off, honestly, you guys. But again, lots and lots of building here in this community, all D.R. Horton. Looks like it's, you know, it's actually being done very nicely. Looks like the quality is very nice. Looks like they're doing it, you know, the right way here compared to where I've been before. So overall, you know, I really, you know, Phil, let me kind of pan around so you guys can see the construction right now. So that's all those houses are under construction. But overall, you guys, you know, here's the conclusion, okay? You know, and when I went in to talk to the D.R. Horton guy, he did make a point that they're trying not to cut prices because they don't want to trap the current owners. And that's a valid point, because that's exactly what happens when they start to price cut. But what I believe is going to happen, you guys, is there's no way that they're going to put 500 houses up in this community. And I believe what's going to happen here is these houses are just going to sit, you know, quite frankly. But overall, you know, as far as this community, it's very nice. This is a very nice community, kind of like McCormick Village more, because it felt like it was more in the woods. But this is nice. But if you don't like D.R. Horton, obviously this is not for you. And again, you know, pay attention real quick, guys. I'm not saying to buy right now. What I'm saying is we need to watch areas just like this to find a deal of our dreams eventually, right? But absolutely, you know, absolutely breathtaking so far here in Port Orchard, you guys. I'm gonna go to one more community right now by Lennar, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up. All right, guys, so now I've taken you to Magnolia Ridge, which is predominantly houses built by Lennar Homes. Now, one of the primary reasons that I wanted to take you here, guys, is because there's multiple properties in this division that have over $100,000 price cut. Let me take you onto the website and we'll get this started. So now we're on the Lennar Port Orchard website, and let me zoom into this community so I can show you guys better some of the price cuts that we're about to see. Now, the price cuts, you guys, are listed on the left, and you can see that the first one is not listed with the price cut, but as we scroll down, we see immediately we have massive price cuts. Now, this first price cut here represents over $110,000 price cut. That is a substantial price cut by Lennar. And let's keep scrolling. You guys can see another one right here, a massive price cut of about $80,000. So as you guys can see, massive price cuts, and you know, here's all the Lennar offices right here. Now, obviously, guys, I wanted to go in there and see what other incentives they were offering, but unfortunately, they're late to work and no one's in that office. But again, you guys, this is the community I'll be reviewing today, which is called Magnolia Ridge in Port Orchard. But I could probably tell you that if these sales agents were here, that they would offer more than just the price cuts that you saw initially. But what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna go down these streets here and see what type of construction they have going on right now. All right, y'all, so now I'm approaching the street where they have a lot of construction going on. But first, let me show you the inventory that's available. So you see all those houses right there? Those are basically available. And now when I do my conclusion on this community, I'll walk by the 2 houses that have over $100,000 price cut that I just showed you. But up ahead, up ahead here, guys, I mean, this construction site that I'm, walking into right now, nothing compared to Texas. I mean, the safety regulations, I mean, these people look safe, they're taking their time. I mean, these, to be honest, and I'm not in construction, you guys, but these look extremely well built, especially for Lennar. I think it's just a Texas thing because there's a lack of permitting and and accountability in certain things in Texas, and that is what it is. But let me pan here so you guys can kind of see what Lennar's doing. Different levels of construction, as you guys can see, but both sides of the street are houses that they are working on. And, just really amazing. I also want to let you guys know that McCartney Village was a lot bigger, but that's just all the time that I have as far as, what I could cover before I have to get back on my plane. But as you guys can see, I mean, this is going around everywhere, and all of the 3 communities that I've visited, you guys, are within about a 3-mile radius from each other. So everyone is competing against everyone. I think it's just a matter of time before it really escalates out of control. But you guys can see, all of the inventory behind me, and then up the street right here that I just showed you, and we'll go take a look at those houses right now. So you guys can see that house behind me is one of the houses that is listed with over $100,000 price cut. If I was a recent owner in this neighborhood, I would be pretty upset because that would mean that I'm essentially about to be trapped inside my house. Now here's the other one right here, y'all, that is also cut over $100,000. Let me pan. You guys see that? Right there. Pretty crazy seeing this stuff on the websites and then boots on the ground. I mean, this is just, it's just beautiful here, you guys. Now, overall, my opinion on this community is my least favorite of the 3 communities. But if you're essentially looking for your primary residence, this may be, eventually a good community for you because, clearly right now, Lennar is playing ball. I mean, to cut a home, multiple homes over $100,000 really tells you something about what Lennar wants to do inside this community. And I really wish those salespeople were there so that I could ask them how many houses that they have that are vacant, how many houses they're building, and things like that. But, overall, I mean, I'm not going to complain, really. It's just my least, favorite of the 3 communities. But overall, you guys, I mean, Magnolia Ridge is absolutely beautiful. When I got here, you can actually see the peak of mountains and all of the snow on there. So, if you guys, are in this area, you may want to be watching because, holy smokes, cutting the house is $100,000. There's still all of these houses available, down this other street, all of that construction available. So again, probably the, further on we go, you guys, into the year, the price cuts and buying incentives will probably become stronger to entice more buyers to purchase this inventory so they stay in business. You guys, real quick, I just want you to know I got that last house wrong. Here's the other house that's $100,000 off. You guys, there's so many houses with price cuts, I got a little confused. I apologize. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over some stats in Seattle, and I'm going to do my conclusion, my total conclusion on Port Orchard, just to let you know how I feel about it now that I have boots on the ground perspective. So I'm still in Magnolia Ridge, but this is Richmond homes all around behind me, you guys. And I'm going to go over real quick just some stats about Seattle real quick, and I'm going to throw them up on the screen just so I can give you guys a better idea of what's actually happening in the Seattle area. So where I want to start is with, and this is all going to be Redfin data, except the rental market info, that will be Zillow. Now let's start with pending sales. So currently, you guys, pending sales are down in Seattle year over year, 34.2%. Now, median sales price peaked at $850,000. It's now at $698,000. You guys, that represents a $152,000 decrease or 17.8% decline in median sales price. Pretty astonishing. So as far as inventory, at the start of January 2022, inventory in Seattle was only 2.3 weeks. That's it. It's now at 11.1 weeks, which basically represents inventory growth of 382%. Now, as far as sold homes, you guys, sold homes are down 36.1% in Seattle. Now, as far as the rental market, according to Zillow, the average rent in Seattle is $2,166. That's up year over year, 4.9%. However, this metro area, Seattle, has the sharpest rent decline as far as a big metro area in the nation. So you guys, unfortunately, the rental market is, well, not really unfortunately, we actually want that, but the rental market is collapsing around Seattle, and that's pretty clear. So here's my conclusion with Port Orchard. You guys, here's the thing. I don't know if this would be a great place to rent in because the rental market is collapsing, and also the landlord laws are completely trash here. So I really don't know that, Port Orchard would be great to invest in, but I can certainly tell you that if you live in this surrounding area, you guys, my overall impression with Port Orchard, it's absolutely enchanting. I really, really love this area, you guys. And I know this was just a quick trip, but I haven't had any signs of any crime here. I've only, dealt with really kind people. No problems whatsoever. I see absolutely no crime. And really, you guys, every single community that I went to was like in the middle of the woods. So it's just so enchanting out here. Now, I do believe with all of the new construction that we just toured, I don't know how they're going to sell that. How are they going to sell all these homes? I think that, even though this place is enchanting, even though it's beautiful, it's still extremely unaffordable considering where we were at just 2.5 years ago. So I'm not saying jump in the market right now. I'm not saying come out to Port Orchard and buy a house immediately. But what I am saying is if you have patience and you wait for the dust to settle more, you may be able to find the deal of your dreams right here. Now that's my conclusion, you guys. I hope you liked it. I'll have some stuff linked below. Again, I'm not selling real estate. I just want to bring you guys some value, boots on the ground value. I'm sick of looking at the computer screen and staying in my studio. I like going on adventures like this. I mean, I was just in Houston. Look at this place. This place is so cool, but let me know if you guys like this effort. Shoot me a comment below. Again, like this video, guys. Let me know where else you want me to travel, because I'm definitely willing to go across the nation to provide you guys continued boots on the ground perspective. Now, other than that, guys, I really appreciate you joining me on this journey. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I do wish you luck, and I hope you